Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about finding the volume of prisms and then also cylinders. In your textbook in this module, they don't really go into much detail about volume of cylinders, but I think that's a good thing to just be exposed to and see the formula for and practice using once in a while. So volume is actually the number of cube units a three-dimensional shape can hold. So basically it's how much you can fit inside of a three-dimensional object. For all prisms, no matter what type of prism, a rectangular prism, a cube, a triangular prism, a pentagonal prism, and also for all cylinders, the volume is just equal to the area of the base and the area of one of the bases. Obviously, a prism has two bases and a cylinder has two bases, but they're congruent. You only need to find the area once, and then you just multiply that by how tall the solid is, so times the height of the solid. We use a general formula that is V equals capital B times H. Capital B is just the area of the base. Whatever the shape of the base is, you find the area for that shape. And then you multiply that by the lowercase h, which is how tall your prism is from the length from base to base, or how tall your cylinder is. We're going to look at 4 examples together. The first is a rectangular prism. The volume, it says find the volume of the rectangular prism shown below. Theoretically, for a rectangular prism, you could choose any pair of identical rectangles to be the base. I am going to use the shape that's on the bottom, the rectangle on the bottom, which is 3 by 2. And I'm going to find the area of that rectangle and then just multiply it by how tall my prism is. So from the bottom base straight up to the top base. Again, we're using the formula V equals capital B times H. The area of this rectangle would just be, since it's a rectangle, 3 times 2, and then the height is 8. So really for a rectangular prism, it's just length times width times height, because the length times the width is the area of the base. So if you can just remember for all rectangular prisms, it's just length times width times height. When we fill in the numbers that we know, it's 3 times 2 times 8. And 3 times 2 times 8 is equal to 48 inches, and it's inches cubed. Volume is measured in cubic units, not squared units or not just regular singular units. Let's look at the second example. This is actually a triangular prism. So the first thing you need to do is identify that the base is a triangle, and that and then find the area of that triangle. Area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 base times height. I put a little triangle here. It's the height of the triangle times then the height of the prism. So the height of this triangle is, again, a perpendicular line to the base. The height is 4. And then it doesn't give us the length of the base here. However, it does give us the length of the base in the front of the prism. And if this number is 6, then this number, it has to also be 6 feet. So for the area of the triangle, it's 1/2 6 times 4. And then the height of the actual prism is just what I highlighted here in light blue. It's from one triangle to the other, and it's 13. So it would be 1/2 6 times 4 times 13. You can, again, work this out any way you want. You can go straight across. So 1/2 of 6 is 3, and then 3 times 4 is 12, and then 12 times 13 is 156 feet cubed. Our next example is a pentagonal prism. We have not spoken about the area of a pentagon. However, if you notice here, it actually says that capital B is equal to 32 inches squared. That, if they give you capital B, that means they already found the area. They're telling you the area of the pentagon. So all we have to do is actually multiply the area, which is the capital B, 32, times the height of the prism from pentagon to pentagon, which would be 9. So 32 times 9 is 288 inches cubed. Again, if they give you a shape of the base that you're not sure how to find the area of, then there's a good chance that they actually are already giving you that area. And then all you would have to do is multiply it by the height. Okay, so for a cylinder, again, it's the exact same process. You're going to find the area of the base. And again, in this case, the base is just a circle. So we hopefully remember from the beginning of this module, the area of a circle is just equal to pi r squared. Here, the radius is 7. It's telling us to use 3.14 for pi, so just make sure you follow the instructions. It doesn't mention anything about rounding, so we're just going to keep the number as it is. So we're going to do 3.14 times 7 squared, and then just times the height, which again is the length from base to base or circle to circle. So 3.14 times 7 squared times 10. 3.14 times 49 times 10 is 1,538.6 meters cubed. So again, this was just a review of how to find volume of prisms. If you have a cube, obviously you could just do the area of the square times the height of the cube. But again, since it's a square, all lengths are the same. So, or if it's a cube, all lengths are the same. So it's really just equal to the volume of a cube. I'll just write that in here for you. For a cube, it's equal to S cubed, or side length times itself 3 times. If you have any questions about this lesson or any of the previous lessons in this module, please comment, let me know, and I will do my best to help you online. Okay, guys, have a great day.